Welcome back to week 6 of Can ChatGPT Teach Me Japanese. This time we are finishing up the Katakana series, and with that also finally have the basic alphabet successfully conquered. Before we start, like always, let me know that I'm neither teacher nor linguist, so all the conclusions and impressions are a result of my personal experience and opinion. I do try my best to look up stuff when necessary, but can't fully promise that everything is totally bias-free. So let's start with the Katakana we had this week. The Katakana would be the rest of the Sutegana, more specifically the ones that also include a dakten and a hanadakten, the two diacritics used in the basic alphabet, so hiragana and katakana. This week we also finally got some vocabulary, and this would be Suto, which means shot, Yaria, which means career, New York, jogging for jogging, Shatsu for shirt, and Kyapetsu for cabbage. The last one isn't really homophonic between the English and the Japanese version, as you probably have already realized. Reasons for that, as far as I could find, is that Japanese generally uses a consonant plus vowel structure, so harsher sounds like the j, like in cabbage, are difficult to replicate in Japanese. Additionally, while many of the incorporated foreign vocab may sound English, a lot of them actually originate from the Dutch, as they historically were the first ones to trade and interact with Japan. Hence, you have those discrepancies. Now about the issues I had this week with ChatGPT. The daily exercises were all thrown at me at the same time, but let me show you. So I originally told ChatGPT that I only wanted one exercise at a time, and that I then answer, and ChatGPT corrects before starting the next exercise for the day, and so on. This structure you can see here on the left side. But instead it gave me all the exercise at once, which meant I needed to answer all exercise in one chat bubble, for lack of a better word, and it then corrected everything at the same time. While the correction and progression went well, I personally don't like that second structure of all exercises at the same time, as I need to scroll back and forth to answer the questions, because it is quite a lot of text at the same time that's thrown at me. So I also find it a bit overwhelming and deterring to see a wall of text instead of working through it step by step, but that may very well be my personal preference. Maybe you like that second structure with all exercise at the same time more. Next would be the grammar. First, we were introduced to the demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are pronouns that verbally point to a specific thing and make it clearer what thing exactly is referred to while speaking. The Japanese demonstrative pronouns are sore, kore, and are. They respectively mean this, that, and that over there. Kore and this refer to something that is close to the speaker. For example, one would say kore wa ringo desu while they are holding an apple in their hand. Sore and that refer to something that is a bit farther away, but still close to the speaker, or something that is closer to the listener than it is to the speaker. Are and that over there, on the other hand, refer to something that is farther away from the speaker as well as the listener. Now, the other grammar that was introduced this week was how to ask a question. In Japanese, you can ask a question by generally adding the hiragana ka at the end of the sentence. So, for example, kore wa pen desu, this is a pen, will turn into kore wa pen desu ka, is that a pen? Now, ka at the end of a sentence can also be used with a different connotation, but this wasn't elaborated on as of yet and was something that I found out while double-checking everything when planning this video, so I decided to leave it out for now, as ChatGPT may actually pick it up later, but we will see. If ChatGPT doesn't pick it up, and I won't forget it, I will elaborate on it later on. And as always, let's end everything on a positive note. What went well this week, or rather what I really liked this week, was that ChatGPT offered more exercises that combine the different grammar rules we learned so far. And I think this is important because this is how we would need to use them in like an actual conversation in real life. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.